Greetings, my friends. I'm doing 10,000 pull-ups to pi. I'm doing 10,000 pull-ups to pi. I'm just a normal guy who's doing 10,000 pull-ups to pi. That song never gets old, does it? Well, not as old as me anyhow. But okay, so I just took that back there. So today we are on day 78 of the challenge, trying to recall digits 7,701 to 7,800. We're still on the, well, we'll continue to be in Infinity Wars, because I've been using movies for the last 4,000 odd digits. The first 4,800 were pictures taken outside around where I live, just wandering, and each picture I took was a location. Let's call it, it was a gate, a zebra crossing, a giant ice cream, a sign at the bottom of the street, a fence, anything that, as I wandered, that looked a good spot to hang something. And then each one has 5 digits on. So anyway, the first 4,800 were of that, and then the next X amount of thousand were Indiana Jones, Raiders of the Lost Ark, and Temple of Doom, and then now it's on Infinity Wars. And I'm glad I changed. I was looking for the third Last Crusade film of Indiana Jones, but I had to purchase it, so I didn't want to do that. So I went to Infinity Wars. I'm glad I did that as well, because it's given it again another take on a variant of things. So I'll literally have 4 different ways of how I've memorised the 10,000 digits of pi. First of all, the camera, taking pictures outside, then Indiana Jones, Temple of Doom, the first 2 indies, then another film with different characters, and then the last 700 are going to be places inside the house here. So yeah, some good variety, and I'll be able to have my own take on what I thought was the best or easiest, or I don't know if there is one yet. I need to ponder. I think they've each got the challenges and benefits maybe. So we'll discuss that at some other point. Okay, so let's get the vest on. So we've got the 9 kilos again in here, which which I'm just good enough for punishment. But yes, right. Okay, we're going to get through. Say this all the time, as fast as I can, and after the first 50 I'll give a quick demo of the technique I'm using, and yes, so we'll do that, and then we'll just try and get through it, because the day's getting away as well, and I've got lots to do. The paint's drying on the orangutan, and I've got to get over it with some extra layers. So right, let's get me head. The scene, actually the first scene, is, what do you call him? It's just like his name's just slipped my mind, which isn't good. It'll come back to us. But it's on the bus in Infinity Wars, so that's where it's at. Who's the guy who created the Marvel? It's just gone on my head. It's the weight of this. Anyhow, that's who it is. 1, 2, 6, 6, 8, 3, 0, 2, 4, 0. It's not coming to us. Can't understand it. Just totally know his name. 1, 2, 6, 6, 8, and 3, 0, 2, 4, 0. Oh, Ellie. What is it? I'm going to stop thinking about it for now, because it'll just come when you don't think. I think doesn't he have a cameo in all of his films? I think he does. Stanley, thank you. My name's Lee as well. What's going on? Jesus. Okay. 2, 9, 2, 9, 5, 2, 5, 2, 2, 0. That extra kilo that I put in on Monday is taking its toll. Okay, what did I say? I said 2, 9, 2, 9, 5, 2, 5, 2, 2, 0. And when I was writing out the numbers earlier on today, because I always, in the morning, I always try to write them out without any help from the book or the pictures that I've taken. And and then I've checked them off as I'm going. But I think this next station, I missed this one out. I think it was a bit further down, but it wasn't. So again, it's you know, but for the most part, I think I seem to do a decent job of remembering them. But say memories will fade. We've got to catch them and keep reinforcing them until they become a permanent fixture in my mind. Because the brain wants to forget, especially things which it doesn't need to know. Okay, right, sorry, I just want to see well, yes, right. 1, 1, 8, 7, 2, 6, 7, 6, 7, 5. Whew. Oh my. 1, 1, 8, 7, 2, 6, 7, 6, 7, 5. Hey, I tell you, I try to get the first 50 of doing 10s, but I'll try my best. We're struggling. Okay, right. So now we're on to the next two are of Iron Man doing something. Actually, he hits his little badge thing, and that's what the first image is on. And then the next one, he's putting on his shades. No, he's taking his shades off as he's kind of his suit envelops his face, and that's another station. So it's really, you know, so you're like, how can they be stations? But there's a variance and difference, which is enough to make it, for me anyhow, to make a station out of it. So, okay, right. Six, 2, 2, 0, 4, 1, 5, 4, 2, 0. Hey, so just imagine going back to without the weights. You'd be like flying through the air. And that's the point of using the weights. Whew. 6, 2, 2, 0, 4, and 4, 2. Oh, sorry, no, that's wrong. 1, 5, 1, 5, 4, 2, 0. Okay, so this is the kind of meeting up with some of the minions, and so this next one is still going to be the minion fight, and then teleporting, well not teleporting, then the scene goes to a park, and I'm at the park for a couple of stations, and I'm back over to the street. So it's things bounce around, as does the movie, which I was following. Right. I just had some soup not that long ago. You know, because I've been chasing things around today and doing this a bit out of sequence what I normally do, so I don't really want any accidents here. So trying to take it a little bit easier. Okay. 5, 1, 6, 1, 8, 4, 1, 6, 3, 4. 5, 1, 6, 1, 8. 5, 1, 6, 1, 8, and 4, 1, what did I say? 6, 3, 4. Okay, right. Let's see if we're right or wrong while singing a song. Okay, I think we're good. Yep, so let's quickly get into it. So what I have to do to memorise the digits of pi is, well, we've got a viewer, Dougie. Yes, add an extra kilo, got the 9 in there now. So I always, at this point, just go over the formula I use. And at this point I would have repeated myself 78 times, but you know, you've got to just get this stuff out there so people can really bed it in there. I'm sure everybody's watching every episode of this. Okay, right, so first of all, sorry, out of breath. I've got to convert the numbers into letters. So 0 is O, 1 is A, 2 is B, 3 is C, 4 is D, 5 is E, 6 is S, 7 is G, probably the G7 summit, 8 is H, and 9 is N. And then once I've got those letters, I create a person, action, object list. So 0, 0 to 99. So I always give the bottom and the top. So 0, 0 is Ozzy Osbourne, biting the head of a bat, or got his glasses on and doing some of the Ozzy Osbourne thing. Top of the tree there is Nick Nolte, and he's usually arresting Eddie Murphy in some ways. Also, quite often I just see Eddie Murphy swearing, doing his thing, whatever. All the way in between, every double digit has a character doing something. There's a couple, not exceptions, but say 07 is James Bond. Again, it's not the 007, but it's close enough. So again, you can just have it the old gun or the martini drinking, or you know, in the car with some hot Bond girl. Or you can have 01 is Neo, 7 of 9 is 79. So, you know, in the old tight cat suit. So hey, you know, anything that's pleasant to the mind is good to recall. But she's just like always, you know, resistance is futile, it will be assimilated. So she could just be assimilating you with the things from her hand, or she could be flying on a Borg ship, or whatever your mind wants to come up with. So the first two digits, so once you've got the whole 00 to 99 occupied, so at 42 David Beckham, D is 4, 2 is B, kicking a football, so that's his action. So every character has an action. So for instance 12, so the first two digits is the person. So you see, on the first two digits you see that person. So this is Antonio Banderas, is 1, 2, A is 1, 2 is B. So his is like sword fighting stuff, you know. So from Zorro, doesn't have to be, he's been in lots of other films, but for me it's sword, he's always like doing that thing. There's another one I think with, actually no, sorry, that's the 5 of hearts on me hearts, which is the guy from Princess Bride who says, "You killed my father, prepare to die," that type of, anyhow. Then the second digits, the second block of 2, is the action from that other character. So 66 is Sylvester Stallone. So again, I've usually just got him with his boxing gloves on. Sometimes I have him as Judge Dredd, but mostly it's just boxing gloves. And then I have him talking. So Antonio Banderas will be going, you know, just talking a bit Rocky Balboa-ish. And he's actually, so Stan Lee is the picture I'm seeing on the bus, and that's where the location is. So I can either have him interacting, or just standing by the side, or actually taking the place maybe of Stan Lee. So maybe he's driving the bus and he's like, it's snowing outside, because the last digit represents either a number shape or a number rhyme. So 0 is hero, 1 is bun. It's not that good, that one, but 1 is bun. 2 is shoe, 3 is tree, 4 is door, 5 is hive, 6 is sticks, 7 heaven, 8 gate, 9 vine, 9 wine. Whatever rhymes with the number. So you can have that, or you can have the number as its shape. So 4 looks a bit like the sail of a boat, so you can have that as a boat. 8 like a snowman, so I just always have some kind of wintry scene. I used to have Olaf running around, and you can pop in there if I want. I can maybe add that later on if I want to, as another element to help us try and remember what the environment is. 0, quite often I just have a Stargate now, but again, you can have it as a hula hoop, anything that's round, circular, spherical. You can implement that there. 5 is almost always a snake. 2 looks like a swan, so it's any type of bird though as well for me. Anyhow, so Antonio Banderas is driving the bus with his boxing gloves on. He's losing control because it's icy. I could have him flying off the bridge. You know, I could exaggerate it even more to make it more memorable. And again, once I've got through this 10,000, I can go back and I can really start working on the groups of images and things. I'll try and make them even more memorable. Sights, smells, exaggeration. You can have things oozing out of them, more interaction with previous characters, the ones before and after, to try and lock these things on as well. So these are things I'm going to be experimenting with, but for now the things are working. I've got most of the digits in my head. I've got to keep going back over them, but a lot of them are sticking now. So anyhow, so that's what you do. So like I say, that's Stanley driving the bus. This next one was Spider-Man getting out of the window. So he's getting out of the window, so I just see the image inside of the window, and it's 3-0 is commanding officer. So I've kind of just got someone saluting, dressed as a kind of in an officer suit, and he's doing the action of Bob Dylan. And Bob Dylan did a song once where I can't remember what it was called, where he was just moving the sheets of cardboard and I had the writing on there. So that's almost always the actions. It's a bit lame, but it's what I had at the time. So and 0 is, yeah, I don't even know what I've got for that one. I've just kind of remembered it as 0. Sometimes you don't always have to put something there, you just kind of know that it's that, although that's no good really. We want to kind of have something in there to remind me, because we can't trust our minds, so the more information we can put in there the better. Anyhow, so that's what, so I'll occupy all of them, all the stations. Like I said, this last one was they're fighting some minions there, and they've just gone to the park. And this next one at the top here, where I'm going to start, is where Banner, Dr. Banner, Bruce Banner, is trying to change into the Hulk, but he can't change into the Hulk because the Hulk doesn't want to come out. So that's the scene that I've got in my head. Anyhow, let's get on with the next. Again, I try to do these things short. I just can't. Okay, so let's get on with... I'll probably have to drop it down to 5 numbers after the first 10, because, you know, I'm getting weak. Okay, right, so get the next 2 in me head. 8, 4, 7, 5, 6, 5, 1, 6, 9, 9. Okay. I know you, I'll bring the board forward at the end so people can see it. Right. 8, 4, 7, 5, 6, and 5, 1, 6, 9, 5, 1, 6, 9, 9. That's right. That's what do you call him? The poet guy. Edgar Allan Poe is riding on the back of a dinosaur, and he's getting drunk. He's having a great time. Okay, right, so I'm leaving the park again now, and I'm going back to the streets to fight some minions. And you've got this minion, one of Thanos' guys. I'm a big Thanos fan, by the way. I love the guy. It's just, you know, he's got a mission, he's on point. You know, he's trying to save the resources in the universe. Get that? It's a few casualties, you know, but hey, you know, big guy, big dreams. Okay, okay, so I'm forgetting what I'm doing now. I've got the first one. Actually, I'm just going to do the first one and then recall the next one after. 5, 1. Okay, right, yes. 9, 8, 1, 1, 6, 1, 4, 1, 0, 1. I'm going to be careful with that bar, Dougie. I did a pull-up a few weeks ago where I came up, my chin went above and smashed down on the bar, and like my head whacked in the back, and like yeah, I think actually no, so it wasn't my nose, it was my nose, not my chin. Not good. Okay, 9, 8, 1, 1, 6, and 1, 4. I almost forgot this one there. 1, 4, 1, 0, 1. I hope I haven't made any mistakes there. Part of us feels like I forgot something, but okay, 1, 1, 2, 9. We'll just carry on. If I've made a mistake, we'll try and rectify it. Okay, so that there, then that. 1, 4, and then okay, let's try 0 0 2 9 9 6 0 6 0 7. I'll do that again. 6 0 7 8 3. So weak. 0 0 2 9 9 6 0 7 8 3. That's like Shaquille O'Neal is walking. What do you call him? Gene Hackman's dog, because he walked a dog in the film not Crimson Tide, the one with the submarine. Could have been that one. And the last one 3. So the dog's doing his business up against a tree. Okay. Actually, I think I'm okay here. I think I might have got it right. Okay, we're going down to 5s now, since I'm so weak. 6 0 7 8 9. Okay, now they're going out on a spaceship. That's where we're headed. 8 6 9 0 9. Okay. 8 6 9 0 9. Right. 29160, right. 2 9 1 6 0. That wasn't the best effort there. So I can get the chin to the bar. Okay, 2 9 1 6 0. Okay. 2 left. This next one's Iron Man's trying to burn his way through the ship to get in. Okay. Right. It's yeah. Oh, actually, I don't not use them ones since I put the vest on. Using them too doesn't work. 3 0 2 8 8. 3 0 2 8 8. Oh, and the last one. Yeah. Right. 4 0 0 2 6. Yay! 4 0 Doc Ock is doing the action of Orlando Bloom, like Legolas. So he's like using all of his legs, firing arrows, and the arrows on fire, which is what 6 represents. Okay. See if we're see if I'm right. I think yeah. Yay. Thumbs up. The double Fonzie. Okay. So anyhow, there's the board of truth with the numbers on like I promised. Well, that's another 100 down. We are getting there. Still 4 weeks left after this week, but I should be done with memorising in about 3 weeks ish. Actually, just under 3 weeks. So that'll be good. Let's get the vest off. Yeah, so I'm kind of like training as also, that's why I'm using the vest, to obviously try and gain me strength, because I have talked about doing the whole 10,000 in one go. Again, that could be a ridiculous thing for me. I think I can do it, but again, it could be a year training, 2 years training. It doesn't really matter. But in like a waiting period, to do 10,000 pull-ups and the 10,000 digits of pi, recall them. I'm guessing about 40 hours, but I was kind of watching a reel popped up on my phone earlier on. I must have been looking at some of these things, but it was some like young kid was just doing one of these like ninja warrior courses. So I think he started off, there was some kind of like beams like this with the arms, and there must have been about 6 of them or something. Actually, I think they were this way around, so they were 45 degree angle, and he was just kind of jumping, like jump, then jumping over to something like this, then jumping through the air on other ones, just going on this course. And I'm just, you know, sometimes you watch these things and they're pretty good for inspiration, but then you just see how far you are behind of other people. But again, it doesn't really matter. It's like you can be the tortoise, which is what I'll be. I'll be like that's the hare. I'll just be the tortoise, doing my thing, just trying to kind of gain the strength, however long it takes, and then just, you know, because I'm not going to break world records at this thing. It's just a challenge that I've set myself that I want to do at some point. And that's, you know, that's all we can do in life as well. Just keep on setting ourselves these goals. I'll be talking a lot about this once I've got the pie out of the way. I'm going to be putting lots of information out in shorter form than what I'm doing now, because this is long form. It's no good. This is just to keep a record of the fact that I've done this. That's the main gist of it. But anyhow, okay, my friends, that'll do for today. The orangutan needs painting. I've already got like a layer on, so I need to try and get that orangutan hair on the go. It's yeah, not sure how I'm going to do that, but still. Okay, cheers for tuning in, Mr. Doug. I appreciate it. I hope everything's going well. I hope Wales is looking after you. And I'll see you tomorrow for day 79, 7 of 9, where you'll be assimilated by the pie. Have a good day. Okay, my YouTube friends, I think I haven't quite overstayed my welcome again. I had my friend Dougie pop on again. He's you know, he's probably actually my most regular watcher, which is good. Yeah, so again, I don't know how long to talk here because that might cut out, but I'm learning so much about, again, how to put my work out there, not just the mind stuff, the art stuff and all these other creative things. I'm going to keep checking this. Sorry, I wish I could actually. I don't want to just stop it and start it there. But so I do actually have a bit of a mission to accomplish in my mind. Anyhow, it's not in my mind. It's going to be the mind to the body to the going forward. And these are literally. This is what I want my life to be going forward. Always sounds a bit selfish, you know. It's what you say, like self-care, my life doing this, but hey, you know, we're all trapped in our own head. We've got this thing to kind of move it around, so that's all we can do. And my goal is to try and obviously get myself in certain positions to get really good at things like art. You know, so over the years, I'm getting there. I'm not too bad, but there's so much more to learn as well to get to higher levels. And the higher levels and skill sets we get, the more desirable we will be for other people to want those skills. So I'm looking forward down the road to be able to share my knowledge and experience as we go with that. Again, the same with the memory thing. I've got loads of plans for going forward. Again, I'm nowhere near an expert. I'm not even close to it. This is just a normal guy doing 10,000 pull-ups to pi. Anyone can do this, but it takes a bit of effort, it takes a bit of work, but we all have the tools to do this thing. So, but my goal is to obviously get better at these, refine these things, see what works, what doesn't. Because, just do another quick check here. No, still on. So, one of the things which bothers me about me, and which if it bothers me about me, it'll bother you about you as well, for the most part of people, I think, is when we want to learn something, we listen to books, we listen to podcasts, we read books, or whatever. How much of the actual information is really in there to access and use in a real world way? That's not the proper sentence, but anyhow, a real tangible way. And again, I've read so many things. Yep, so it went off there now. So at least I know it's not. So I don't know what you missed there, but I was kind of saying that I want to use these memory techniques to really try and train and learn how to become a real good learner. And obviously there's plenty of things out there. And not Annie Oakley, she was a sharpshooter. Annie someone I think. Or someone Oakley, Barbara Oakley, I think that's who it is. Yeah, I did her course in learning how to learn. And you know, I've touched on this for many years, but just real surface level. And I feel as though I'm starting to punch my way through the surface a little bit with this pie thing. It really is. It's starting to so I'm winding up my brain a little bit now. So I'm getting it going. It's like, so now I've got to try and find out what you can do with these things and how can it really translate into real life learning of things which are important that we can put into play. And this is what I'm excited about as well. So going forward, so with the mind, the body, the art, the music, the piano, I've got 5 things that are kind of I want to grow and get super good at. Some things I'll get better than others, but we'll see where we go with them. As long as I'm making steady progress all the time on each of them things, maybe along the way I'll end up ditching one of them. I don't really know. I don't think I will, but maybe I will. Maybe I'm just like, I'm not really as interested as I thought I was, and I might take something else on there. I don't really know. But yeah, the point of it is to kind of, and I'm excited about what I'm learning with this pie thing that as well, just how my mind is adapting now to the way I can absorb information a bit more. And this is just random numbers. It's not really helping anything, but it means I've got 2,000 stations to work with now, and others that I'll create for specific things. And I'm gonna see what I can actually interact with these characters as well from Pi, and see what I can put in there. Can I learn the countries and capitals of the world? It's not that important to learn that, but can I do it, and can I incorporate it into this in some way that'll work? You know, where we've got access to it all the time. It's not building layers on top. How much information is too much to go within these individual areas and that. So, and it's only by trial and error to see what weight I can layer on top of certain things before the whole foundation falls down. So I'm super interested about this, and I'm looking forward to putting it out there and putting myself out there doing these things. And that's kind of, you know, it's just like my life mission in a way, is to be the experimental guinea pig on these things. And yeah, again, there's people out there who study these things, for professors and this stuff. I'll be looking into what they do, but I feel as though the only way to ever do anything is by doing it. I mean, that's undeniable. It's like when I was learning to play Ponderer, I didn't just watch videos all day eating popcorn of someone plastering, which is what I've done a lot with art. Which is, you know, it's just like you think you're learning, and then you go and try and translate what the other people do. You're like, yeah, well, that's what they did there, but it's brush hours. Again, it's trowel hours, as in mind hours, as in pull-up hours, and all these other things that'll translate for us getting better. Not the watching, but we need to get something, get the information, immediately put it into practice. Tom Bilo talks about that as well, and most of what I would say don't do that. Me amongst them is guilty of that for many years, because we think we're learning. Anyhow, I'm not meaning to be sound any condescending or something, because lots of you might do these things. If anyone's even watching, I say lots of you, that's presuming that someone's going to watch it this far, which is unlikely. This is just me talking to the camera, and nobody else really. No one will ever get this far into this episode. So yeah, it's just me just having fun. Yeah, I'm gonna have some fun today. See, that's staying in though. Okay, my friends, that's enough. I'm looking forward to talk about this later though. Not later today, as in later in the future. Okay, my friends, have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.